All right, Shalom, Maki. This is Ariaga from the Grand Rapids camp. First of all, I'll start out by saying, um, all praises and highest honors to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashem Kakwadash. So all the brothers out there, starting with great millstone, those doing these works in truth and sincerity, Shalom. All right, I just want to go into a quick lesson. Let's see, this is Ezekiel, the 6th chapter. All right, I just want to go into the bread of it, a couple scriptures all throughout it. All right, so let's get straight to the point. Ezekiel 6. Let's start. Yeah, we could start at the 8th verse. So this is Ezekiel 6 and 8. It says, "Yet will I leave a remnant, that ye may have some that shall escape the sword among, that you shall have," start over. "Yet will I have a remnant, that ye may have some that shall escape the sword among the nations, that ye shall be scattered through the countries." Right, and that's our current state right now. We're scattered amongst the countries, and that's according to the countries all over the world, 4 corners of the world. All right, so we're scattered, all those that are Native American, Latino, or Negro, even though we have a confusion of faces amongst even the nations. It's always identified by the Spirit, okay? And right now, the Lord has a remnant scattered to the 4 corners of the globe, preaching and teaching His truth, and passing His word on, and preparing for the times to come. 9th verse, "And they that escape of you shall remember me among the nations, whether they have been carried captive." Right, and starting with that remembrance is the name of the Lord, which is Yahweh, and His father's Yahweh Shai, His father's name Yahweh. All right, the Most High. It says, "Because I am broken with their whorish heart, which hath departed from me, and with their eyes, which go whoring after their idols, and they shall loathe themselves for the evils when they have committed in all their abominations. And they shall know that I am Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and that I have not said in vain that I would do this evil unto them." Right, so first of all, I started out with the remnant being scattered to the 4 corners of the globe. And then it says that, "And they shall escape of us, and shall remember me among the nations, whether they shall be carried away, because I am broken with their whorish heart." Right, because at one point in time, all Israel fell away. At some point in time, through reincarnation, you come back, and it might have been points in times through reincarnation that, even though we here, Salaki, may have repented for our sins. One of the main things is that at one point in time, all Israel had messed up. Okay, even Yahweh Shai, through the reincarnation of Solomon, which he had to receive those strokes, sore strokes, when he came back as Yahweh Shai. "And they shall loathe themselves for evils which they have committed in all their abominations." Yeah, we loathe that to this day. Even though we are rehearsing the righteous acts, we still not perfect, and upon not being perfect, we still have our times, especially in this kingdom, where we remember our wickedness. Even if we're not actively committing them now, we still adulterers, because we were born into adultery, and if you having sex with a woman, 9 times out of 10, she's not a virgin, or she wasn't a virgin when you started, then at this point in time, we aren't adulterers. But that's what the grace that it speaks of in the scriptures in Romans, we have that grace. And that grace is onto learning the law, statutes, and commandments, and coming back to the Lord right now. All right, so there's going to be a time and period where that grace is up. "And thus saith Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, smite with thine hand, and stamp with thy foot, and say, Alas, for all the evil abominations of the house of Israel, for they shall fall by the sword, by the famine, by the pestilence." Now, at this time, is going into the Babylonian captivity, but it was also a prophecy for things to come and times to come as of now. "He that is far off shall die of the pestilence, and he that is near shall fall by the sword, and he that remaineth and is besieged shall die by the famine. Thus will I accomplish my fury upon them. And that happened when Babylon came and lucky when Babylon came and conquered us and took us into captivity. It also happened in 70 AD when the Romans came and destroyed Jerusalem, and the inhabitants thereof were scattered across the four corners of the globe if they weren't killed at that time. That's why it says, he that is far off shall die of pestilence, right? Because he that's not in that land at that time, or scattered to the four corners of the globe, is going to die of pestilence if the Most High isn't with you. And he that is near shall fall by the sword. And he that remaineth and is besieged shall die by the famine, right? Because at that point in time in Jerusalem, we were besieged. Let's go back to even the Roman captivity. We were besieged, and they had blockades, so we couldn't eat. It got to the point where our people started eating the leaves off the trees, okay, and every green thing until there was no more, only to the point where people just died to death because they had nothing to eat. They starved us out. And he that remaineth and is besieged shall die by the famine, and thus will I accomplish my fury upon them. Then shall ye know that I am Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, when their slain men shall be among their idols, round about their altars, upon every high hill, and all the tops of the mountains being nations, and under every green tree, and under every thick oak, the place where they did offer sweet Savior to all their idols, right? And that's going to happen coming into these times now, because them idols that they're going into as well is also these church houses, okay? And these cats walking out to Jesus' peace and being in his Christianity, okay? Going down to the 7th verse. This is Ezekiel 7:2. Also, thou son of man, thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai unto the land of Israel, an end is come upon the four corners of the land. Now is the end upon thee, and I will send mine anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways, right? Because the land has been destroyed, and it's occupied or treaded under by the heathens, okay? It said, the fool shall the heathen shall tread upon Ashdod. Okay, so this is what we're currently going through right now, Salakia. All right, and it says, an end is come upon the four corners of the land. Now is the end come upon thee, right? Because Jerusalem was a people before a place. So right now, in these times that we're coming into, we have it set aside the judgment, you know, the day of Armageddon, day of Jacob's trouble. And a lot of our people, 2/3 in the sect, as you see on the news, different judgments being carried out, they will be destroyed, all right? And the only ones that will be reserved, as it said in 6 and 8, yet will I have a remnant that you may have some that shall escape the sword among the nations, right? Because even at that time, the remnant was brought about. It's always been a remnant because the Most High said he will not do away with all the nations, all right? So he will not make a full end to Israel as well. Now the ends come upon thee, and I will send mine anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense upon thee all thine abominations. Right, because all the unclean and filthy acts that these niggas are still doing, 2/3 of our people, and of course the nations, you know, but mainly focused on our people, the Most High is going to fuck us up for that, or the 2/3, you know. If you don't get it correct, it's going to jack your ass up too. All right, this is why we seek the Lord daily. We try not, we put him off, not daily, and we seek him, all right? And my eyes shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thine abominations shall be in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Right, and one of them abominations, these homosexuals, and then also these adulterous-ass pastors that's out here splacking everybody in the congregation, and they men, they women, and their wives, and their daughters, you know, and they thinking that this is like some small thing or some focused thing. Not my pastor. No, it's not like that with my pastor. That's a bunch of bullshit. All right, because it's gonna come a day and a time when that demon jumps on him and he makes that approach. So even if it isn't as of now, it's gonna come a time where that abuse of power is gonna take place by these false prophets and those false leaders in Israel. whether they know you're Israelite or not. It's going to let astray. And this Christianity bullshit is one of the things that's at the head of it. And these abominations, also these faggots, man. All right, let's go to Atlanta. You see all these goddamn nigga homosexuals, and you take your ass to San Francisco, you see a good amount of Edomite and Latino homosexuals. You feel me? So it's just freakism that on our nation that's gonna bring a destruction. You know, Esau's to be expected. The so-called white man. Continuing on, 5th verse. So thus saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come. An end is come. The end is come. It watches for thee. Behold, it is come. The morning is come unto thee, O thou that dwellest in the land. The time is come. The day of trouble is near, and not the sounding again of the mountains. Right, so the nations is coming up against us again, starting with the so-called Edomites, right? The so-called white man, excuse me, and the Edomites known to the Bible, the red man. The day of trouble is near. What's that day of trouble? The time of Jacob's trouble. Now while I surely pour out my fury upon thee, and accomplish mine anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways, and I will recompense thee for all thine abominations. Right, recompense is to pay back. You're going to pay back all of y'all that in these church houses and all these faggots and all these homosexuals and dykes and shit. You're going to pay you back. All them scoffers and this shit as well. Continuing on, the 9th verse. And mine eyes shall not spare, neither will I have pity. He's not going to pity for you in that day. All right, this is the time of grace, and in that day, he's not going to pity your monkey ass. I will recompense thee according to thy ways and thine abominations that are in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh Shem Yahushai that smiteth, right? Because even though you see somebody die in your community and it was the hands of another man, remember in Isaiah the 45th chapter, he said, I have created light, darkness, good and evil. I have done all this. I have done all these things. And also in Amos where it says that has evil been done in the city and I have not done it. All right, because Yahweh Shem Yahushai is the orchestrator of all these things. They're a power that is perfect in all the decisions. So when somebody dies, and even though people say, oh, that's not fair, look how young they were, all of that stuff doesn't matter because Yahweh Shem Yahushai, whether it be the sins of their past lives that they're paying for the same way Yahushai had to from the past life of Solomon, or all the way into the things that they're doing now, they got to be destroyed for. Yahweh Shem Yahushai see what's going on, so we can't really vouch for another man because it's 100%. He sees and he knows and he comprehends the hearts of men. And by that, judgment is brought forth. Continuing on. Behold, the day, behold, it is come. The morning is gone forth. The rod has blossomed. Pride has budded. All right, because if you look at Israel right now, these proud motherfuckers. It's real bad. Okay? Especially a faggot. They proud as a mug. And a dyke, oh shit, don't get me started. All right? And Israel has become so proud that they act like they can't be touched. Especially these motherfuckers in these church houses. I'm saved and sanctified. Fuck that shit. All right? You saved for the day of destruction, and you sanctified when you come back on the other side. Continuing on, if you're an Israelite. Behold, it is 11th verse. Violence is risen up into a rod of wickedness. None of them shall remain, nor of their multitude, nor of any of theirs. Neither shall there be wailing for them. The time is come, the day draweth near. Let not the buyer rejoice, nor the seller mourn, nor for wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. So all these niggas got these black-owned businesses and these businesses. Man, look, just like it said that also on Ecclesiasticus or Sirach. All right, if you occupy those that occupy, be as though they occupy not, man. So you got these different businesses and shit. It don't matter. Because they're going to be destroyed. The government going to take that shit away from your ass anyway. All right? And it's going to come a time where you got to get that shit just to keep it anyway. Okay? Let's see. The time is coming, the day draweth near. Let not the buyer rejoice, nor the seller mourn. For wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. For the seller shall not return to that which is sold, although they were yet alive. For the vision is touching the whole multitude thereof, which shall not return, neither shall any strengthen himself in the iniquity of his life. Right, because all these devils, all of these niggas that are devils, you're not gonna strengthen yourself in the iniquity of this life. You're gonna be taken out, man. All right, so you may have a little something now, but that's gonna be taken away from you in these times to come. For the vision is touching the whole multitude thereof. So it's all Israel. We're going to all go through something, even the elected. But the Most High has his hand upon them, and he's going to make sure that they eat, as he has always done with this remnant. They have blown the trumpet, even to make all ready, but none goeth to the battle, for my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. And how we blowing that horn? Right now, the brothers out here in Great, starting with Great Millstone, starting with the Apostle Elders of Great Millstone, all the way down to the lowest man, and to the other ones that support the 100% truth. All right, this is what we doing now, is blowing that trumpet. But y'all looking at us like we crazy and shit. That's just fine, because y'all by Shem Yahshai got something special for your ass. All right, the sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within. There's no escaping this. Within the cities, there's pestilence and famines, and the swords without. You got these drones and these different technologies that'll take your ass out thinking that you can run, but you're going to have a big motherfucking surprise. It says, he that is in the field shall die by the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him. All right, that's plain and simple. Those that's outside the cities or try to go into these camping places can't escape judgment. Most High has it said, if you do perceive judgment, you can't escape that shit. You're going to get fucked up, okay? That's why we pray diligently and we do these works that we're not a part of that, you know? But if we have to pass, it'd be for the truth's sake, and that's an honorable thing. And they'll rise first in the kingdom. But they that escape of them shall escape and shall be on a mountain like doves of the valley, all of them mourning, even one for his own iniquity. Right. And the elected, like, you know, if you stop and you look at the men doing these works now, we mourn for our iniquities right now, because it's a lot of things that we try to get past, we try to get over, we try to die to, and we wake up with that on your head like, man, you know, it's heavy, you know. You even get chastised for it, you know, because Yahweh Shem Yahushai loves you, or if he loves you, he will. All right, he cares about you, and it's a heavy thing on us, you know, especially in those times when the elected are set aside away from this destruction, you know, and they're going to witness these things and see them taking place, and it's going to be a scary-ass thing, all right, just like it was in 70 AD. It's going to be very scary. I mean, terrifying. It's like the world, like I said in Daniel, it's going to be like nothing ever seen before, man, a time of great tribulation and trouble. Okay, which is right here at the motherfucking doorstep, so don't get it twisted. And, you know, we're not knowing, even the elected, we don't know who we're the hopeful elect. We don't know who's going to be delivered. So when it comes down to it, you know, mourning everyone for his iniquity, because you don't know if the Most High is going to bless those who sin is not accounted. All right. And because that's a blessed thing. If the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, sees it fit to forgive you through Yahweh Shai, and you'll be delivered. But we don't know who that is right now, so I'll be hopefully elect. All hands shall be feeble, and all knees shall be weak as water. They shall also gird themselves with sackcloth, and horror shall cover them, and shame shall be upon all faces, and baldness upon all heads, right? Because there ain't going to be no covering. Everybody's going to be exposed to this shit. Everybody, even the elected. That's why they're going to be in fear. Let alone those that are going to be judged in these cities and outside the city, shaking like a mug, you know, shaking like a leaf, all right? Because we can't wait to see that day. In all actuality, as terrifying as it is, those are the hopeful elect can't wait to see that day. So all these proud-ass bitches and niggas of our nation, let alone Esau and these other nations, y'all going to be looking sick. It says, and horror shall cover them. You're going to be shitting in your pants, you know what I'm saying? Your panty drawers going to be quite shitty in that day. And somebody better start crying in my hand in that day. Lord bless me to be part of the elected, you know, because it's going to definitely be some cold feelings going forth, and it's not going to be anybody praying for these devils. You're not supposed to pray for these reprobates of our nation, because the Most High has destruction coming down for their ass. It says, they shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. The silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of wrath of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Excuse me, look at the stock market, the Dow Jones, Bitcoin, they're constantly fluctuating. That day, man, it don't matter how much Bitcoin you have, how much silver, how much gold you set aside for you to get destroyed. Man, the grim, y'all, by Shem Yahushai, don't want to hear that, all right? Don't care how much gold you stacked up and shit. When it comes to your time, it's gonna be all she wrote, like moms used to say. Murder, She Wrote, that old ass show. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is a stumbling block of their iniquity. Right, you ain't gonna continue getting fat and you know, living well and shit, even if you have a bunker or not. But you jakes ain't gonna have none of that shit, man. Alright, because these devils gonna fuck you up. That's their main agenda, is to kill 2/3 of you people off, man, and the rest of you to keep you in slavery. At least that's what their agenda is. Including their own people, man. Alright? The elimination of the middle class has come. And I will give it into the hands of the stranger for a prey, and I will give it into the hands of the stranger for a prey, and to the wicked of the earth for a spoil, and they shall pollute it. And that land is talking about Israel. And it's polluted at this point in time, all right, because these devils are upon it. I skipped a verse, Salakia. They shall cast, 19th verse, and they shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Right, because they taking all of this gold from y'all mugs anyway. And their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. They shall not satisfy their soul, and neither fill their bowels, because of the stumbling block of their iniquity. And the stumbling block is Yahweh Shai, because you got a problem with how we look, or you can't be a so-called black man. He's coming up with all this fuck shit, and the Most High don't want to hear that. 20th verse. As for the beauty of his ornament, he set it in majesty. But they made the images of their abominations and of their detestable things therein. Therefore have I set it far from them. Right, and that's the temple, man. You putting all these abominable things in the temple. You coming forth and representing Yahweh Hashem Yahushai with this wicked shit, man. All right, because it says that's for the beauty of his ornament. He has set it in majesty. Right, because we were set aside to be royalty, okay, as a people, starting with the Native American, Latinos, and Negroes, okay, as they known by bywords to this day. They made the images of their abomination, and Cesare Borgia, with the white Jesus, you know what I'm saying? All these other different abominations that y'all worship, Allah, because you got these niggas that's heavy into that Islam, that bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Is swine, what they should call that shit. Therefore have I set them from, far from them. So he set us far from our land because of the detestable and abominable things we was doing. Because it said that we would do those things in our own land, the land would spew us out. So that's what's taking place, or has taken place. And I will give it into the hands of the strangers for a prey, and to the wicked of the earth for a spoil, and they shall pollute it, which is going on now. Those fake Jews, all right, which is Khazarians, over there in our land right now, in the land of Israel, claiming to be us. They polluting the fuck out of it. With that homosexuality, Tel Aviv, the biggest gay parade in the world, amongst all different various abominations and shit, that left it looking, going from a paradise to looking like a dusty desert, to the point they had to have the kaputs and bring trees from Lebanon there, all right? My face will I turn also from them, and they shall pollute my secret place. For the robbers shall enter in it and defile it. And who's those robbers? Starting with 70 AD. Well, shit, we can go all the way back to Antiochus Epiphanes, all the way up to Titus Vespasian. All right, because each one of those times, our temple was looted. Even in the time of the Babylonians, our temple was looted. But in 70 AD, the Titus Vespasian, I mean, shit, it was already done and it was finished. Okay? And then we haven't been in our land ever since. You got a couple nugget head niggas over there, even some of us that are scattered over there, which is part of the Palestinians. There might be a confusion of face, and there might still be Jakes. They're still over there suffering like a motherfucker right now because that place is defiled. Make a chain, for the land is full of bloody crimes, and the city is full of violence. Wherefore I will bring the worst of the heathen, and they shall possess their houses. And I will also make the pomp of the strong to cease, and their holy places shall be defiled. Right, as it is to this day. That's self-explanatory. They got our houses, bloody crimes happening over there, splitting Palestinian wigs. Some of them are actually Jakes, whether they know it or not, but they got to be punished because they worshiping other gods and shit. Um, Homosexuality, all this stuff is defiled in our place, okay? A place of rest. That's why it has to be cleansed with thermonuclear fire, which will come. Destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. Right, because they sent that letter to the Israelite, them Israelite, fake ass Israelite pastors and shit. It was that those Amalekites and shit saying that they want them back over there, that we the original people. Right, because they trying to make a covenant, they trying to make peace. Motherfuckers is real slick, and they gonna pay for that shit, because none of y'all nations is gonna get out of what you did to us. Okay, destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. So ain't no such thing as peace for these demons, because they're going to have to pay for every atrocity that they did to the so-called Native American, Latino, and Negro man. You got to pay for that, man. Mischief shall come upon mischief, and rumor shall be upon rumor. They shall seek a vision of the prophet, but the law shall perish from the priests and the counsel from the ancients. And remember, this is going to the ancient world all the way up until now, because they was afraid of the things that was coming. When the time of trouble come, everyone turns to the prophets and stuff and want to see what's going on and find out how they can be in the right position. By then, it's already too late. All right. The king shall mourn, and the prince shall be clothed with desolation, and the hands of the people of the land shall be troubled. I will do unto them after their ways, and according to their deserts will I judge them, and they shall know that I am Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So according to your ways that you're doing right now and in the past, man, it's going to determine what's going to happen to you in these times to come. So you better get your shit together. All right, this is why we're trying to be diligent in these works and continue to study and seek the Lord and become, as to these other motherfuckers that's out here doing wickedness and talking shit, got something to say, that's fine. Because Yahweh Hashem Yahushai got a special spiritual, physical foot for your monkey ass. All right, and that word is coming through his prophets, which are the men of the Lord teaching and preaching. Whether you want to acknowledge it or not, all the prophets are done away with, man, whatever. We're going to find out here soon. And you're going to comprehend. You're going to be one of these motherfuckers trying to find us when the time comes, and the Most High is going to have them separated and have us hidden away. All right, because you're going to get yours. Your time has come. The day of judgment is here. Look at the news. Look at the prophecies being fulfilled. Wake your ass up. All right, this went a little bit longer than I expected, but that's by the Spirit. So Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Kwadash, all praises and highest honesty, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and the apostles of Great Millstone, and all the brothers out there do these works in truth and sincerity. Like I said again, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Kwadash, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Kwadash, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Kwadash, to the brothers out there doing these works in truth and sincerity. Once again, this is the brother from Ariaga from the Grand Rapids camp, hopefully late. We're doing these works in truth and sincerity. So catch us on the highways and the byways. Look for more. All right. We out here pushing this word. Highest praises and honors to Wadi Yahweh Hashem Yahshua for blessing us to do this. So until then, to the next one, Shalom. Stay up. Stay the fuck up to them brothers in this truth. Shalom.